Hello guys, today we are going to discuss the Geeks for Geeks POTD problem, that is Santa Banta. So actually the problem is very clear cut and we need to just apply the logic and the algorithms related to prime numbers and DFS. Okay, so let me explain the question according to the given problem statement. So here it mentions that Santa is curious about his marriage, so he need to determine the girl with maximum connections. Okay, so if you see a girl is there and it is having connections, so he needs to look for those number of girls which are having maximum number of girls in their connection. So in order to finalize, he need to find the kth prime. He need to find actually the prime number here, and he need to find the kth prime number. And what is the k? K is the largest group of girls knowing each other. Okay, so you need to print -1 if there is no connections, or else you can print the kth prime number. So according to the question, we need the prime number actually. So it is clear that we need to calculate the prime numbers, and since we are also given a function to actually declare it on how it will calculate the prime number, that is pre-compute function. So internally the code will run this pre-compute function. If you will see here, you can see that it is running this pre-compute function inside the code. Okay, so yep, and then pre-compute function will actually calculate the prime numbers, and using that prime number we need to return the kth prime number, and k is also what we need to calculate. K is the largest group of girls that know each other. Okay, so let's first see how we can calculate the prime number. So basically we are using seive of erastothenes algorithm for calculating the prime number. So if you don't know this algorithm, let me explain it to give you a better idea on how it works and the time complexity of this algorithm on. And also you can see this algorithm in various online resources. So basically what we are doing is we are initializing a large variable of n. Till that we need to calculate the prime number. So we had initialized it to 10 to the power 6 because our n is less than 10 to the power 5. So it's obvious that the number of girls will be less than 10 to the power 5, and we need the answer which is always less than 10 to the power 5. Okay, so we are making it initialized to maximum value, and then we are initializing 0 and 1 as non-prime because we had seen them that they are not a prime number. All those which are 1 are prime number. So since we start from 2 only and 2 is a prime number, so we are making it as 1 because it is already initialized as 1, and then we are iterating through all the multiples of 2 till the largest number and making them 0 because they are not a prime number, like 4, 6, 8. We are iterating through them and making them 0 because they are not a prime number. Again we will start with 3 and all those, and finally which are ones, which are means which are the prime numbers, we are pushing them in our prime array, this one, and we will then use this array to calculate the kth prime number as the Santa wants. Okay, so basically if you see here, the design, the data structure used to maintain these girls connection is basically referring to a graph. If you see, girls A know girl B, girl B knows girl C, then A also knows C, means this is a transitivity. And if you see here, the connection between the girls are presented in a two-dimensional array of dimension m cross 2, where m is the number of connections. Means is connected to 2, 2 is connected to 3. Basically, it is actually a graph problem. So we need to find a maximum connected component, means a component which is connected together because it is satisfying the transitivity. Okay, so basically it is just like this one. If you see, 1 is connected to 2, 3, 4 and 5 are connected, and 6 is connected to 7. So there are 3 connected components, means 3 set of girls who knows each other. Suppose this is one set, so girl 1 is knowing to girl 2 and vice versa. Similarly, this is another set, 3, 5, 4 girls, means girl number 3, girl number 5, girl number 4, they knows each other. And similarly 6 and 7. This is also a better example. Here you can see a set of 4 girls, a set of this many girls, and this is the very biggest set here of the girls who know each other. So actually we need to find the largest set of girls who knows each other. So this is a clear cut DFS problem. Okay, so basically what we are doing is, first of all we are making it in an adjacent list format. This will reduce the time complexity. Okay, and then we are initializing the maximum set as 0, because initially we don't know whether the set would exist or not. If this maximum set is 1, means there is only one girl, then we need to return -1 as mentioned here, because there is no connection, right? Single girl is alone, the girl does not have any connection, then else we will return the number of maximum, means the maximum number of girls, that is the k. And since it is a 0 index, so we are subtracting 1, because it is a 0 based indexing. Okay, so basically simple DFS is used. We are initializing our visited array as 0, and we are calling DFS function on the current index which is not visited. The count means the number of girls in that connected component, right? Because suppose if we start from this one, then we will go to this and then this in the DFS, so count will become 4. Then since we are iterating 1 2 3 4 in this way, for example, if you see in this example, we are starting from index 1, and since it is not visited, we will start from 1, we will visit 2 because it is connected to 2, and since 2 is not connected to anyone, we will revisit 1, and since 1 is also not connected, this is the done, means DFS is done for this part. Answer will come out to 2, so the maximum value will become 2. Next, our iteration, this iteration will go on, it will come to 2, and we can see that 2 is visited, right? 2 will be visited while we are visiting 1, so we will ignore that part. Then we will increment the iteration and reach 3. Since 3 is not visited, so we will again initialize our count to 0, and we will visit the 3. 3 will go to 4, 4 will go to 5. This will make the count to 3. 1 2 3. Okay, so basically the count value will become 3, and the maximum would be updated, because previously it was 2, now it will be 3. So maximum value will come up to 3. And finally this will also result in count 2, and the maximum value will be final answer to be 3, and we will return primes of 3 minus 1, means primes of 2. Primes of 2 will be, if you see the primes array, that it would look like this. Primes is equal to, first of all it will contain 2, then 3, then 5. So the answer for this question, if the question is like this, then the answer will come up to be 5, because the primes array is 5, means prime of 3 minus 1, that is 2, is 5. Okay, it will go on in this way. Now since you all know that the DFS logic, how it works, basically when we call DFS on any index, we will first visit that index, increment the count for that index, and then for all the adjacent, if they are not visited, we will go on visiting those, and then we can return it. Yep. So here the thing to note is that we are making use of references, so that we can save the time complexity and the storage as well. And we can also return multiple values, like we can return the count values, and this visited will be used updated according to in the function. So we are making use of references here. So that's the solution, and I submitted it and it was working fine. So let me check if by submitting it, let me fix this thing. This will be, this is actually not updating. Okay, so let me copy paste it again. Okay, reload this problem. Okay, the driver code is actually not fixed here, and okay, so we had fixed the driver code, and so let's run this solution, see if it's working. Yeah, it's working fine. So I hope you might have got the solution logic and the logic behind calculation of this, perceive of erastothenes, and the logic behind the DFS and how we can approach this problem with a beautiful example. So keep following for more such videos, and let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.